Hezbollah has confirmed the death of Nasrallah's apparent heir, Hashem Safieddine, who Israel claimed it killed 3 weeks ago. What lies ahead for Hezbollah now? We are joined by Hassan, a visiting researcher in the Institute of Middle East Studies. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
So, like I said, Israel confirmed on top of Hezbollah. First, Israel confirmed killing the apparent heir in an airstrike earlier this month. How big of a deal is this really?
Actually, the killing of Hashem Safieddine is a significant blow to Hezbollah as he was considered the top candidate to succeed Hassan Nasrallah. Safieddine was not only a key military strategist, but also he played a key role in the finance and in the strategist role inside the group, inside this financial network, linking Hezbollah directly to Iran. As we all know that his daughter was married to the son of Iran's late general Qasem Soleimani, who was killed during Trump's administration. So his death disrupts the chain of command and creates actually a temporary vacuum in leadership. But we all know that Hezbollah is a resilient organization, and this kind of loss will affect their operations, particularly at a time when the tension in the region is very high.
Well, Nasrallah and now Safieddine, it sounds like a big headache for the Iran-backed group Hezbollah. Now, who will be leading that group from now on then?
With Safieddine gone, Hezbollah faces actually leadership dilemma. Traditionally, leadership transitions in such organizations can be complex, but Hezbollah has a deep bench of senior commanders. Potential candidates could include figures like Ibrahim Aqil or Nabil Qaouk, but one figure we know is Naim Qasim, the Deputy Secretary General of Hezbollah. He remains from Hezbollah's public-facing senior leadership, but he does not enjoy the same popularity among Hezbollah supporters that the late Secretary Nasrallah had enjoyed. It remains unknown, though, who will take the helm as the next leader of the group. Alongside blows to its political leadership, almost all Hezbollah seniors' military cadre has been killed by Israel in the last 3 months. We have heard the news about the pager attack and the walkie-talkie. Israel also claimed that the strike that killed the Safieddine also killed 25 other Hezbollah's leaders. So who's left to lead? It's very complex.
Right. And while Hezbollah is experiencing the absence in leadership, both Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken believe the killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar will have a positive impact on the Gaza war in total. Now, how is that?
Yeah, Yahya Sinwar is a pivotal figure in Hamas, both militarily and politically. His elimination or his assassination would likely create a chaos within the organization leadership. Netanyahu and Blinken may believe that taking out Sinwar could lead to temporary disorganization in Hamas, weakening their negotiation power and making it more likely that the hostages could be released. But additionally, removing such a prominent leader may hasten the group's defeat, aligning with broader Israeli and U.S. post plans for Gaza. But this said, Hamas has shown it can replace leaders quickly, so the impact may not be as long-lasting as they hope.
Well, Blinken is in the Middle East. In Washington's leaders push for a ceasefire in Gaza. Professor Assan, do you think his trip is any more fruitful than the visits that he made in the past?
Personally, I think Blinken's visit comes at a critical juncture with the conflict intensifying. There's more urgency for a ceasefire, especially because to prevent civilian casualties in northern Gaza. The head of UNRWA organization last week said, and I recently said that people are just waiting to die in North Gaza. So it's a terrible situation. But Blinken's previous visits has mixed results, largely because both sides were entrenched in their positions. Both want their preconditioned precondition met before any negotiation. This time, however, there might be slightly more openness to negotiations given the mounting humanitarian crisis. But it's still a difficult balancing act. Israel seeks security guarantees, while Hamas wants to blockade. The blockade of Israel left and all the Israeli troops go out of Gaza. While Blinken's visit might help build the momentum, any ceasefire deal will require significant compromises from both parties.
Professor Hassan, before I let you go, shortly, I asked you to evaluate Blinken's visit to Gaza because some experts are questioning because the Biden administration is nearing its term. That's why some analysts are expecting his visit to be not so fruitful. What's your take on it?
Yeah, many experts are skeptical about this visit, especially it's true that the Biden administration near its final stage and its leverage may be diminishing. Political capital is often harder to come by in a president's last stretch, especially in foreign policy. However, the U.S. remains the most influential external actor in the Israeli-Palestinian issue, and any effort by Washington still carries weight. But I don't see, and personally don't see any real effort from Washington to press or force a ceasefire on Israel or on Hamas. The administration might also be keen on securing diplomatic win before the end of its term, but it's too late because 2 weeks left for the election. That said, the internal dynamics of the conflict, especially in Gaza, are complex, and the window of major breakthrough may be just narrowing.
Alrighty, Professor Assan, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Have a good day.
You too.